why am I going to switch to this one as opposed to the one that I've been using?
All right, folks, welcome back to Big Man's World of Wonders.
Welcome back to the show today. Today we're going to take a look at this Reolink. It's a model RLC 811A. What is it? It's an 8 megapixel PoE, power over Ethernet, surveillance camera. Works with your smart home. This one actually has a built-in zoom. I'm going to show you it real quick. One thing I wanted to show you right off the bat is I really like that this box has a seal on it. It says do not accept if the seal is broken. I really like that. You know you're not getting some repacked goods that someone else has used. You know it's a nice fresh box. I like that. That's why I didn't open it. I'm doing it with you guys. Alright, yeah, I have a few different cameras that I've tried. They all are controlled by my phone. I like the ones like this one. Ooh, look, be prepared, be Reolink. See it? Okay. So yeah, I like cameras that I don't necessarily have to have a subscription to use. Some of the subscriptions are good, but sometimes you just don't want to do that. This one, you can look on your phone. It has a micro SD card slot so you can record to there. You can set it up to connect to your NAS or maybe online storage. Here's a quick start guide. Waterproof lid installation. It is made for indoor and outdoor, so you don't have to worry. And they've given us a short Ethernet cable.
Your Tech Garage tip of the week.
Now, if you don't know, power over Ethernet, it's referred to as PoE. That's exactly what it is. Instead of having to plug in your camera to power source to an AC plug or something separate dedicated wire, they have injected, meaning added the power into the Ethernet cable. So as long as you have to have either a switch router that has power over Ethernet power, or there's such a thing as called a PoE injector that you can use. We can talk about that later, or you can look into it. PoE injector or power over Ethernet switch. You'll need one of those things for sure. So here it is. It's really solid. It's actually very solid. I'm impressed. Let me get the box out of the way. There's not really anything more in the box. So I'm going to just toss it over here, Reolink. Ooh, careful now. All right. Back to the camera. Nice hefty camera. My first impressions is, dang, this thing is heavy. It's heavy. I like that though. Heavy's not bad. It seems very durable. It's a metal case, metal, the mount. Yeah, I think it's all metal. Yeah, it's all metal, which is pretty cool. Maybe this cover. I think this one little cover here, I think that might not be metal. But look, it's really nice. It's solid. Look at all the IR sensors there. It does night vision. It does color night vision. Color night vision, if you haven't seen it, it's really cool. Exactly what it says. It's color and it's night vision, so you can see at night. You'll see that the connectors that are on the end of this, they look kind of different, right? They look, I don't know, very industrial. They're all screws and stuff. You have this little accessory pack. I'll go ahead and open it for you guys. You like that, don't you? Okay, so accessory pack. There's these little sheaths. You have your Ethernet cable like this. I'm not going to put it all together, but basically it's going to go through this hole. It's going to come out through here and screw in. And that way, if this is outdoor, imagine your cable is inside of here. It would all be protected from the elements. You see there's all these little washers and, gaskets. For this, you can read the book, Installation, on exactly how to put this together. It's not difficult, but you need to do it. This is really good if you can, especially if you have a home where there's already Ethernet wires in the home. Well, you can actually send the power to it. So all you have to do is mount it, hook it to the Ethernet, and you're ready to go. What you need to do is you need to come back in here and you need to take a screwdriver, and there's 2 screws here. You open it up, you put a micro SD card in there. If you want to record to a micro SD card, that's how you're going to get it. I'll show you real quick just so you know what I'm talking about. Should just take a second. Here we go. Let's go over here so you can see. Over here so you can see. There you go. Whoa. Doing it quickly for you all. There it is. Micro SD card slot. Nothing unexpected, right? It does have a waterproof cover, so make sure when you do it that you don't get this. Oh, see? I was just telling you. Look, I'm going to show you. See the gasket? I almost missed it. I was just telling you, being so haphazard, and I almost did it myself. Make sure that the gasket goes back in here where it's supposed to go, because otherwise it's not going to be waterproof anymore. And there's actually a little channel. See, there's a little channel on this side. There it is. I'm going to leave it off for right now because I'm going to put a card in here. So I'm not going to rush to put this. I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to find my card, put it in there, put the gasket back in the little channel, carefully put the cover back on, and carefully screw it back together. Because if you don't do that part right, this is going to rot your whole camera. The little moisture, you think, oh, it's just a little tiny hole. No, it's not. That will rot your camera. Don't do it. Make sure you take the time like I'm going to after I hang up with you guys. Okay, anyway, it's got an articulating mount here. You can come in, you can angle it however you want. If you're going to mount it right side up, you're going to mount it upside down. This whole thing rotates and you're able to go in and do that. So basically, this camera, power over Ethernet, it records 4K, 3840 by 2160, 4K. That's pretty cool. It has spotlights. These are not only IR, but it's got spotlights on it. You can view it from your phone. I'm going to take a quick time to show you. Here's my phone. I have another camera on here. There it is. You can see this. This is the Reolink application. The other camera I have, it looks like one camera, but it's actually got two cameras in it, so it's kind of cool. There you can kind of see it. You see it that way. You see it this way. You have the ability to come in here and say playback. It gives you the date. It gives you all the different events that have happened. Here you go. You can come through and you can say, oh, what happened this day? What happened here? This was all today. It's in a place where it triggers a lot. You can determine how much of the picture is going to be triggering the events, and you can determine the sensitivity of it. You can control pretty much everything. And as you can see, color night vision. This camera here has the same type of color night vision. You see that's color, right? It's nighttime here. It's, I don't know, it's probably close to midnight, and it's nighttime, but look, come on, turn. It's trying to be difficult. Here, let's go back. Oh, I wasn't on the right screen, sorry. But look, it's nighttime. That's color outside.
Don't forget to smash the subscribe button.
I think it's pretty cool. Also through the app, you can actually go and you can zoom in. And because it's in 4K, look, I can look in my front yard. I can see the sidewalk outside. I can see all across the neighborhood, and I can zoom in. I can record. I can take a quick picture through the application. I can start it recording manually. I can just kind of check it all out. It's really cool. You don't have to have a subscription for this. You can record to your card, from your phone. You can download all the videos. It has a camera. You can have a talk back. It has a speaker so you can have a conversation with someone. You can hear what they're doing. You can record all that. It does a lot. It's really cool. It's moderately priced, $100 and a quarter for the Reolink device, this one here. I'm going to put that back. It's waterproof, IP66 rated. You can put the SD card, I believe 256 gigabyte maximum. It has a fairly wide angle. Now the one thing I forgot to tell you about this, which is so clutch, it has an optical zoom lens, 5 times optical zoom lens. What that means is you can actually zoom. It's not like when you have a fixed picture and you can zoom because it's digital and you have a big size picture. This actually has a lens inside that moves, and it's doing it just like a traditional camera would do it. So the resolution is much, much better when you want to zoom in on something. You can't move the camera back and forth through the software, no, but you can zoom in and out once you have it fixed. So that's pretty cool. That's very cool. This camera, it'll do time lapse. Has AI, so it detects whether it's a person or it's a vehicle or it's an animal, and you can have that be the settings on how it's going to record and trigger the events. Events are when something happens that meets whatever the settings that you choose. It meets those settings, and it says, okay, something has happened that's crossed these thresholds that you've set. How much movement during a given time, how long the movement continues. These are all settings you can set for your camera, and then you can fine tune what's going to set off the camera and what's not going to. It gives you alerts through the application on the phone. You get an alert, hey, something's been happening, and then you can also record it, you can review it, you can download the video. Like I said, it's really cool. I have the one other Reolink. Like I told you, I've been really happy with it. The quality is great. It functions. You just saw it. It's really easy to use application. It does all the same kind of things like this. There is a Reolink NVR network video recorder. So if you want to just do it more traditional security, you can do it that way. You buy the NVR. It's like a DVR, like we record our TV shows, but it records all the cameras, and then you can go back to there. It has its own hard drive. It's just a computer really inside a box. So there's many ways. I like that about the Reolink too. It's flexible. There's many ways that you can save the data. You can do it if you have a NAS, a network storage device like a Synology or a QNAP or something like that. They can support this, so this can record straight to those devices. So you have a lot of storage. You don't have to worry about it from there. You can do all kind of different stuff. I like the Reolink. I have another brand I've been using a little bit more than Reolink, but honestly, I'm moving to be a fan of Reolink, and I'm going to test it out. I'll show you guys, check back in, and you'll see I'm going to do some real live footage so you can see what it really looks like when I zoom in and out. So now you might ask, why am I going to switch to this one as opposed to the one that I've been using? The one I've been using, it's a mixed bag. I bought this one because I bought the first one because it gave very wide angle. It's actually two cameras in one, so it gives you a very high resolution and a big picture. I got that one also because I had Ethernet wire run there. So the other brand that I've been using more, I've been disappointed in a couple of their cameras because they're solar. They're solar and they use a battery, and I thought that would actually be a viable solution. I've only had them in place for 6 months or maybe 10 months, and I'm having problems. The weather hasn't been as good, and the battery can't keep up. The solar panel can't keep up. Nothing can keep up, so my cameras are constantly going offline. Now, it's nice to say I could take them down and charge them and give them a full charge, and then they would be able to stay charged, but that hasn't been the case. I actually took one of them down and I charged it, and I'm back in the situation just a few weeks later. Now, we have had weather. I live in Southern California, so here in Southern California, the weather's usually much nicer. We've had overcast, but still, it's up on the side of the house, so how am I going to take it down? I got to get up on the ladder or get my friend or my brother, get up on a ladder and take the camera down and then charge it and then wait and put it back up, and it's kind of a hassle. So I don't want to really rag on them too much because it's really more that it's a solar camera, but they don't make a camera that has PoE, which is power over Ethernet. So if I wanted to run power to the camera, it's a whole different situation. I have to run a dedicated power line. It's more proprietary. I'm very much less likely to do that than to run an Ethernet cable where I can supply the power directly to the camera. So it's a combination of things that's kind of pushed me now. This is only my second camera by Reolink. First one has proven to be good. This one I hope will prove to be good, and I'll have to address how I'm going to deal with the cameras that are solar that aren't keeping up. The ones that I have from the other brand that are not solar, they're good cameras. I like the brand, but they don't offer power over Ethernet. I think that's a big limitation. So, if you want to buy this, there's a link. First link in the description below. Please buy it through there. We'll get our little something.
Stay till the end. You're not going to want to miss this.
We'd love it if you can do that. We'd love it if you can subscribe to our channel, follow us, check in on our videos, give us comments, give us suggestions on how we can make videos that you'll love even more than you love this video, because hopefully this has proven to be something that's of value to you. I think that's about all we got for tonight. Reolink Color Night Vision 4K 5 times optical zoom, AI detection of pets and vehicles, power over Ethernet, speaker, mic, floodlight. It's got everything. Honestly, I'm excited to go put it on the side of the house, give it a test, show you guys how it looks, and report back. 100 and a quarter, something in that zone. They have a lot of different models to suit whatever your need is, but I would check them out. I would check this model out, and I'd check all their stuff. Color night vision, really cool. All right, see you soon. Thanks.
Thanks for watching this episode. Hey, if there's something you'd love to see on this show, leave us a comment below.